So I bring Sarah in and she's bleeding. I mean, she's just screaming her head off. I mean, she's always been dramatic, but all the brush burns, I'm sure they hurt. And then having to leave a birthday party, it was all very dramatic, traumatic for me too. I mean, she's only 8 years old, so yes, I know. You've said it plenty of times before, Mom. Yes, she gets it from me. But please, just listen. So, I'm carrying her into the urgent care, and her swimsuit is still soaked. And I'm soaked. And I think she's so big, I can hardly carry her anymore. She's like not a little girl anymore. Well, I guess she could have walked, but she didn't want to because it hurt her to move her legs because they rubbed up against her. Wait. Would you just listen, please? I need to get this out. So I'm carrying her in, and she's soaked, and I'm soaked from her wet bathing suit, and she's just bleeding and screaming. Well, I am trying to get to that, Mom. She fell off the diving board. She slipped and fell off the side. The girls, they were fooling around because that's what kids do, Mom. It was a party. There were balloons tied to the railing of the diving board. It was one of those old diving boards, like the really old, scratchy kind. Like it might as well have been made of concrete and sandpaper. And the girls, they were giggling. And they were doing silly dance moves. And they were bopping balloons. And they were laughing. It was cute. It was fine. But then she fell backwards off the side of the diving board. And she, like, I saw her, like parents see something sometimes in slow motion when you're too far away to do anything. But then she tried to catch herself. She tried to step to the side. But instead, one leg slipped off, and then her legs split. And she, like, scraped the whole inside of her leg. And then also her elbow and her neck below the ear and part of her face. But then she just, like, hopped up afterwards. So I thought, thank God, no broken bones. Because she hit her head, Mom. I thought she might have a concussion. We take these things very seriously now. So I took her to urgent care. I don't know, $25. It was just a copay. I don't care. Listen. So we're in the doctor's office, finally, after almost an hour of sitting and whimpering in the waiting room, both of us freezing because that air conditioning makes it like Antarctica in there. And Sarah's whimpering, my coochie. And I'm like, shh. Don't say that. Not now. And of course. I mean, you're looking over your shoulder right now when I say that, even now. So the doctor calls us in, and she's beautiful. I mean, this young, beautiful woman. Yes, Mom, a woman. I don't know what the chances are. And this doctor, she's like, what happened? And I tell her, the diving board, the birthday party, the balloons, the dancing, how she fell, and the doctor is checking her out. And meanwhile, Sarah is just trying not to say, oh God. The poor girl is trying not to say where she's hurt. She is trying not to say, my coochie. Because I told her, shh, I shushed her. I said, don't say that. And so now she says her elbow, which is also scraped up, and the doctor checks her there and looks for broken bones. And Sarah says her leg, which is also scraped up too, but, mostly fine. And then she checks her head for a concussion, and Sarah is answering all these questions just fine, but also kind of quietly crying. And the doctor's like, what? What is it? What else hurts? And Sarah looks at me, and I'm just like, answer her, honey. So she says, my coochie. My coochie hurts. The doctor's like, your what? And then the doctor looks at me, confused and maybe even accusingly, and suddenly I'm thinking that she's worried about sexual abuse, and I say, no, doctor, no, when she fell, I think she fell partly on her coochie. And the doctor's like, her what? And I say, her coochie. And the doctor just turns slowly to Sarah and she says, show me. So Sarah takes off her bathing suit bottom and she is clearly scraped up and brush burn, and it's just bleeding and red and sore, and it just looks so painful. And the doctor says, where does it hurt? And Sarah says again, my coochie. And she says, up inside your vagina, or just on the mon pubis here where I see it's badly scratched and bruised? And Sarah just stares at me. And I suddenly realize it's like the doctor is speaking another language. I mean, she doesn't know. And the doctor looks at me and I look at her and I can't breathe. I can't speak. I don't have the words. I have no words in my mouth, just blank, wordless realization. So the doctor then, she looks pissed, disgusted, and she goes to this cabinet drawer and she pulls out a chart that says the anatomy of the female genitalia. No, yes. You can hear this, Mom. You will, because next, the doctor is pointing to things for Sarah, but also like for me. I can tell that it's for me too. And she's saying, this is mon pubis, where I can see you have a lot of brush burn, and that looks very painful. And this is your vaginal opening. Does it hurt up there at all? I can see your labia minora and majora are very bruised too. And I am looking at this chart. I am looking at this freaking chart, Mom. And I have had 3 children. 3 children. I am a 38 full-grown woman, and I realize I don't know this. I don't know the names to my own body parts. All I ever knew was coochie. Like, how the hell is this possible? Like, how can I know eyes and ears and nose and mouth, like the corneas of my eyes and the eardrums of my ears and my heart, with its aortic chamber, the freaking aortic chamber? But I don't know the names of the parts that bore my children. Like, how the hell is that? And from this nameless parts, my daughter, my beautiful daughter named Sarah, and she doesn't even know. She can't tell the doctor where she is hurt. She can't even name her hurt. Mom, do you know? Do you know? I mean, how is it possible that for almost 40 years, I don't know the names of my own body parts? Like, I know head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and ears, and mouth, and no. Are you actually shushing me right now? Your mouth and your tongue. You never told me. I never even knew. All I knew was shame. That was covered up with a cute word, coochie, a nickname, a cutie nickname. Jared always laughed. He always laughed at that word. Oh, but he never did. Like, did he know? Oh my God, we have been married for 11 years. Did he know that I did not know? My own husband, I mean, I know his. Oh God, I know all of his parts, penis, balls, testicle. Oh, come on, Mom. You are no virgin, Mom. I mean, I'm not an idiot. 9-year-old boy. I know that I have a uterus. Of course, I know the word vagina. but we never use it. I mean, I didn't even know there were names for other things. There are other parts. It never occurred to me that they were important enough for names.
Ooh.
And then here is my daughter, Sarah, bleeding, whimpering. And she can't even name the name of her pain. She can't name her pain because I have not given her the words, the names for things, because I didn't even know them myself. The very parts of me that she came from, the very parts of her that match the parts of me, her mother, she can't say them. And when she tried to use the only word she had, COOCHIE, I said, shh, shush now. I couldn't let her name her own part of her own body, a piece of her that was hurt and needed help. I couldn't let her say it, not even in a doctor's office, not even in front of her own mother. And so I wanted to see you today to say, vagina, on pubis, labia major, no, don't you shush me. No, Mom, I am calling it out. Clitoris! The minus. I am calling it all out. I am calling us out. Because my daughter, Sarah, she's going to be able to name herself, to know herself.
I am more than enough. I am more than enough. I am more than enough. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. You are more. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What? Cam? What are you doing here? Okay, just so you know, there is nothing stealth about what you're doing. You know, I can see your name. Your camera may be off, but your name, I can see it says Cameron Sunderland right there. This is my personal Zoom meeting. Not a staff meeting or a project retreat. What are you doing? What is this? I swear to God, I'm pretty sure I remember somewhere in that Zoom catalog, they said they recommended changing your Zoom link at least twice a year. Jesus. So once again, I've only got myself to blame for this. Hello, Cameron. So, how have you been? Should I turn my camera off too? Would that make you feel more comfortable? Oh, fuck it. I'm not turning my camera is staying on. This is Zoom. This is about a person looking at another person and that other person looking back. I don't give a fuck. Oh, but you already knew that, didn't you? Oh, look. No pants. But that didn't shock you, did it? I mean, nothing down there that you haven't seen. Never were much of a talker, were you really? All right, I'll play. You have my attention. I got like 10 minutes. Almost 9 till my next client. So, look, I don't want to make a federal case of this or anything, but technically speaking, I mean, in a court of law, I'm not 100% sure this wouldn't qualify as trespassing. Technically, right? I mean, I don't seem to remember inviting you to just drop in unannounced, like anytime. Yeah, sure. Oh, sure. Just swing by. No need to call. Oh, don't even text. No, anytime. Mi casa es su casa. Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm not trying to be a dick. Really. It's just, to be honest. I wasn't like 100% sure I would ever even hear from you again. I mean, we didn't exactly end on the most, amicable note. I know we're technically just co-workers or team members or whatever. I know we weren't a couple. Oh no, we were never a couple. We would never be a couple. I mean, you're not gay. I mean, well, technically, although, does the cock lie? And that's not even the right word. I mean, amicable party. It's so stupid. It sounds like I'm talking about an ex or something. And I mean, that would be ridiculous, right? Ex what? But so Cameron, you saved Emmanuel's personal Zoom link. I mean, that required several steps, Cam. I mean, Command A, Command C, Command O, Command V. You've only actually been in my personal Zoom meeting once. The last time we ever spoke, March of 2020. So that means you had to do a bit of digging through your email archive to even find this link. Well, good for you. But it's just, if you stop to think for one sec, from my point of view, your sudden appearance here in the middle of my workday after a year and a half since we talked. I mean, I'm not saying, because you said some pretty insulting and sort of patronizing things to me, as I recall. I mean, the last time we spoke. So, I mean, I seem to remember some shit about me being obsessed or in love with you, or which, is just a typical thing you'd expect a straight guy to say to the gay guy who's been fucking him. I mean, And for the record, you do recall asking me if every once in a while I could make love to you instead of fucking you. You remember that? And I remember thinking how cool it was that you allowed yourself to be that vulnerable, to make a sexual request. And so it was my fucking pleasure to make love to you, Cameron. And I really do hope this is Cameron.
Oh, God.
Cam, and not like Lucy logging in on Cameron's Zoom. Well, guess that cat's out of the bag. Hi, Lucy. Surprise. Oh, fuck. Oh, but if you are Lucy, logging in to your husband's Zoom account and then dropping in on his buddy's private Zoom and basically lurking in the shadows. No. That is not the Lucy I know. She's got way more class than that. Okay. If this is really Cam, type the room number in the chat. You know where the chat is, right? Yeah. Type the room number at the Red Roof Inn, our room number. Oh, hello, Cam. So what are you doing? Hiding, uninvited, camera off. I mean, is something scary going on? I mean, Cam, if you have cancer or something, for God's sakes, please just type it in the chat. I know you're not here to check on me. Because if you were worried about me, I mean, come on, 18 months is kind of a hell of a delay, don't you think? You think it's possible that Thelma at the front desk thinks both died of COVID? I mean, you know, Thursday afternoons were the most exciting part of her week. I mean, you could tell by the way she winked sometimes as she handed over the room keys. I mean, she could tell, right? It was kind of obvious. No one would dispute the sex was off the charts. And I don't have to tell you, I've had my share of, I mean, of all the guys I've slept with over the years, you, Cam Sunderland, the hot nerd from accounts receivable, he ends up stalking me. I did not see that one coming. Oh, for Christ's sakes. I'm trying here. Could you just turn on your camera, even for just a split second, just so I know you haven't, like, I don't know, left the room or called in the whole family to stare at this National Geographic night? Thank you. Still full of surprises. Nice. Thanks. So much better, no? You look good. I like the beard. It suits you. It's, you know, good for the shape of the face. And I always said you looked younger when you need a haircut. It's good look for you. Yeah, you look 30, for Christ's sake. I should hate you. And I should be mad at you. Well, for a bunch of things, but most of all, for carelessly wondering out loud whether you made a horrible mistake marrying Lucy. If that's not, well, I don't know. I'm no psychologist, but if I was one, I would have a field day. I don't hold it against you that you felt we should end things. It's just how you did it is all. But we had fun, yeah. For a while, anyway. Oh my God. Cam, why are you here? Really, why are you stalking me on Zoom? You don't even hardly use Zoom. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God. I get it. Oh, I am such a dumbass. Oh my God. You have been quarantined with your whole fucking family, with every one of them, even Alex, I bet, and you are bored. Right? Am I right? You are so fucking bored in that house. Oh, so bored, I guess you had to turn the camera off again? Jesus Christ. Well, just plug in the headphones. She won't be able to hear you. You don't even talk. She won't hear me. She's not going to walk in without knocking, is she? I mean, okay, if you want to put an obstacle course by the door, go for it. I mean, whatever makes you feel. You know, I can't believe I actually thought I should be jealous of all of you people with families to quarantine with. Like you and Alex and Naomi and Lucy are all under one roof. How the hell do you find any space? Like mental space, you know? Ugh, either way, we're all basically fucked. I mean, think about it, Cam. Did you ever wonder why it was that pretty much every single time we got inside that disgusting motel room and locked the door behind us, we just flew? No time for hello, no time to even really look at each other. Sometimes it was so crazed, I almost felt like I was blind. I could smell you, I could taste you. What else mattered? But wasn't it just a little too convenient? Because I don't know about you, but I am not 100% sure that you and me, fully clothed with nothing but space and time, if we're honest, you think we'd have a single thing to say to each other?
Mm.
I mean, look at us right here, right now. I have been talking to a black rectangle for almost 10 minutes, and you have shared absolutely nothing. I mean, when you decided to parachute right into the middle of my day, what did you think was going to happen? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Stupid question, right? I mean, of course you didn't think anything because you're Cam and you never think. You just leap. And that's kind of how this whole stupid waste of time started in the first place, isn't it? Oh, it's fine. It's not the way I prefer, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta kick you out because I got a client in like 2 minutes and she is sickly punctual. And as much as it pains me that you never managed to get to the heart of whatever impulse catapulted you in here today, I suppose that we'll just have to wait until the next opportunity. Cam, are you okay? Is something? Oh my God. Oh my God, I've just been going on and on and on and on, and there you are. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible, horrible person. I didn't mean, I didn't see your face. And I assumed, I didn't think, I didn't know you even